MOVE. Anarchist Back to Nature Revolutionary Collective founded in the early 1970s in the Powelton neighborhood of West Philadelphia by John Africa, 1931 to 1985. Africa died along with 10 of his followers, 6 of them children, when the police bombed the heavily fortified townhouse that served as MOVE's headquarters, igniting a conflagration that engulfed 53 neighboring houses, leaving more than 200 people homeless. That's a little snippet from a curious little book called Cults, Conspiracies, and Secret Societies, The Straight Scoop on Freemasons, the Illuminati, Skull and Bones, Black Helicopters, the New World Order, and many, many more by Arthur Goldwag. It's a vintage book. Gives some good information, some debunking. So it might be something you'd like to read. Anyway, hello and welcome to another edition of the Stench of Truth. I was very amused to see, I believe it was some news service. I want to think it was Yahoo News, because if I ever do look at the news, it's usually Yahoo, because I check my mail and it's right there. So I usually, if I check on any stories, I'll look there. And there may be somewhere else, I can't say for sure. But anyway, they were talking about how it's now cool for left-leaning people to get on Obama's case. And, or should I say Barry Soetoro's case. And I'll have a word to say about that in a minute. It's now cool for the left to criticize Barry Soetoro for his, what should you call it? Not for his mistakes, but what is it that the left is saying in regards to Barry Soetoro? And that is that they can't sense any kind of empathy or anger on his part to, go after BP or do any of the things that would be required of a president. He just doesn't have an empathic connection with people. So this is the left's big new, we're going to criticize Obama about this because he doesn't have any empathy towards people who, are being victimized by fucking banks that are taking away their homes, destroying their fucking lives, destroying the fucking country. BP, which is destroying the fucking environment, which is destroying the Gulf of fucking Mexico, which is destroying the tourist fucking industry, which is destroying the fishing fucking industry, which is, how many more can I name? Okay? Now, the best you can come up with is to say that he just doesn't show any empathy or emotion. I got a good one for you. How about this? If you're going to criticize President Barry Soetoro, a.k.a. Barack Obama, why don't you criticize him for, let me see, what would be good? For the fact that he doesn't do a fucking thing! He can't even make a fucking decision without 80 people holding his fucking hand! He has no fucking leadership ability. No executive fucking experience. He cannot go out on a limb on any fucking thing. Look at his timid motherfucking response when Israel went on the Turkish ship and killed 9 people. We have to wait and see exactly what happened before we can really say anything about it. Because you need 25 fucking people to hold your motherfucking hand and tell you out of a fucking playbook what the fuck is supposed to be going on and what your fucking answer is supposed to fucking be. How about this, motherfuckers? You want to get on the bandwagon of deciding that it's cool to criticize President Barry Soetoro. Why don't you criticize the motherfucker because he's totally incapable of performing the fucking job that he supposedly holds? Now, just a word on the Barry Soetoro Barack Obama thing. Yes, as has been pointed out to me, Barack Obama is his birth name. But according to what information I've been able to glean, which is very, very scant because Barry Soetoro refuses to release vast amounts of records related to his past, therefore we must do our best to try to piece together the facts as we know them. And based upon the time that he was in Indonesia and the fact that he did have a stepfather, it is almost a certainty that his stepfather adopted him, and in that adoption his legal name became Soetoro. And when he went to school there, in the school records they list his name as Barry Soetoro. Now, as far as official names, that is the last official name he had. If he in fact changed his name back to Barack Obama at some later point in time, which he very well might have, it's possible. If he did do this, he did not release any evidence to support the fucking fact. Therefore, his last legal name is Barry fucking Soetoro. So I'm going to continue to call him Barry fucking Soetoro until I see something proving that his name is otherwise. It's as simple as that. Thank you. Good night.